Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tam's Classy Creations, the channel where we break down projects so even a beginner can do them. If you couldn't tell from my voice, I have a bit of a cold. Luckily, no, it's not Corona. Anyway, please bear with me through the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and give the video a big thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Today, I'm going to show you a special kind of stitch. It comes on most machines and it will allow your edges to look professional. Let's get to my machine. Now this is the stitch you're looking for. It has a straight stitch and a zigzag on it. But what makes this stitch so valuable is the foot that you use to sew it. The two wires on this foot hold the zigzag up, and it goes over that, and then the black plastic on it is your stopper, and it keeps the material in the exact spot you need to get a good edge stitch. Now, my foot looks almost identical on my Singer. On the Singer, it doesn't have the two wires, but it does have a thicker piece of metal, and that's what the stitch goes over, and then it also has a stopper. And that's really important because it keeps the material in the perfect spot so you get the perfect edge stitch. I've attached the foot to my machine, and when you turn this stitch on, it'll have a default. Mine defaults to a width of 5, and that's in metric, and that is about 3/16 of an inch. It will only go down to 4.5 because that stitch wouldn't fit over the wires. So I love that. Now the length of the stitch defaults to 2.5. I love 2, but I also love 1 also. So you can move those down and you get a stitch closer. I'm going to stitch a little bit with it, then I'm going to show you the stitch in depth. Now look at here, my material is lined up because of that stopper, and it's not going anywhere. So my material is going to be lined up perfectly. So I'm going to stitch a little bit. And just that easy, your material stays right there because of the stopper. Now, I'm going to show you the stitch in my sample. My sample here, I want to show you the stitch on the default 5 millimeters and 2.5 in length. So it makes a really nice stitch. And if I measure that, it is under a 1/4 inch. So this is perfect even on 1/4 inch seams. But you could go down to a 5. Or a 4.5 and a 2 length, and that gives it it's just a little bit closer, and it's just a little bit under 3/16. Then if you have something that really frays, this does take a little bit longer, but I use the 4.5 millimeters width and 1 for the length, and look at how good that finishes and how close, and it's just perfect on the top. If you tried to do this with a zigzag, your material moves, it doesn't make it look nice. Looks nice on the back. So this stitch I use very, very often. Now when you're done stitching, you do need to just pull it off those wires. Pull it to the back, and that's it. I hope this video was helpful to you. Now you'll be able to get professional looking edges when you sew. Well, that's all for today. See you in the next video.